Seniors, even 1 cup of beet juice in the morning can trigger an irreversible body reaction. Have you ever looked down at your hands in the morning, maybe while reaching for your tea or adjusting your glasses, and thought, I just don't feel as strong as I used to? Not sick, not unwell, just not fully yourself. As we get older, we learn to live with a quieter kind of fatigue, the kind that doesn't announce itself, but lingers in our joints, our breath, our memory. Maybe it's harder to stand up without holding on to something. Maybe sleep doesn't feel as restorative as it once did. Or maybe, deep down, you just feel a little dimmer than the person you used to be. In my decades of sitting across from folks like you mothers, grandfathers, veterans, teachers, I've heard this shared whisper in different words, a longing to feel more present, more alive, more capable in the simple acts of daily life. What if a humble glass of beet juice could help light that spark again? I know it sounds too simple, but stay with me. Because in this video, we'll explore together the quiet but powerful ways beet juice may gently support your heart, your memory, your energy, and even your spirit. Let's take this journey, one sip at a time. Part 1. A gentle lift for a tired heart. How beet juice supports blood. Have you ever stood up from your chair and felt your legs hesitate before you did? Not from pain exactly, but a quiet heaviness, almost like your body needs a few seconds longer to catch up with your intentions. It's a feeling many of my patients describe, especially as they grow older. What they often don't realize is that sluggishness can be an early whisper from the heart asking for relief from high blood pressure. You see, as we age, our blood vessels naturally stiffen. The heart has to push harder to move blood through tight spaces. That pressure builds silently until one day it becomes a risk for stroke, heart failure, or memory loss. Beet juice, with its deep red color, may seem simple, but inside, it holds something powerful: natural nitrates. These convert into nitric oxide, a molecule that tells blood vessels to relax and widen. Like opening windows in a stuffy room, this improves circulation and eases the load on the heart. Research backs this up. Even a small daily serving of beet juice has been shown to lower blood pressure in people with hypertension. It's not a cure, but it's a kind companion supporting your heart with every sip. If your heart could speak, I believe it would ask for ease. Beet juice might be one quiet way to offer it. Part 2. Clearing the fog: brain health and mental clarity. Have you ever opened the fridge and forgotten what you were looking for, or paused mid-sentence, searching for a word that used to come so easily? These moments, fleeting as they are, can stir something deep. Not panic, but a quiet ache, a fear that the sharpness we once relied on is slowly slipping away. The brain is a hungry organ. It needs oxygen, nutrients, and especially good blood flow to function well. But with time, those tiny vessels feeding the brain begin to narrow. Circulation declines, and with it, memory, focus, even emotional clarity can begin to dim. This is where beet juice offers a gentle kind of hope. Rich in natural nitrates, beet juice supports the production of nitric oxide, which helps improve blood flow, yes, to the heart, but also to the brain, especially to the frontal lobe, where decision-making, recall, and creativity live. One study in older adults showed that after just a short period of drinking beet juice before light exercise, blood flow to this brain region improved significantly. More flow, more clarity, more you. No, it won't restore everything. But sometimes, even a small improvement a day with fewer lapses, a clearer conversation with a loved one can feel like getting a piece of yourself back. So if your mind has felt foggy lately, consider this a soft nudge. You still have pages to write, stories to share. Let your brain receive what it needs to keep showing up for you. Part 3. Rediscovering your spark. How beet juice revives energy and stamina. You know that kind of tired that sleep doesn't fix. The kind that lingers in your arms when folding laundry or settles into your back just from walking across the room. It's not laziness, it's not even always aging. It's the body quietly asking for support. Many of us think energy only comes from sleep or sugar. But real, lasting energy is about how well your blood delivers oxygen to your muscles. When circulation is poor, even simple tasks begin to feel like mountains. Beet juice, with its natural nitrates, helps widen blood vessels and improve oxygen delivery throughout the body, especially to the muscles. This means less strain, less fatigue, and more endurance for the life you still want to live. Athletes have long used beet juice to boost performance, but I find it most beautiful in my older patients like Rose, who once told me she couldn't make it through the grocery store without stopping to rest. Weeks into her beet juice routine, she walked through the aisles without leaning on her cart. "I feel like I'm back in my own body," she said. "You don't need to run races, but if you want to garden again or stand in your kitchen without leaning on the counter, know that your muscles can still be nourished. Let beet juice be a part of that." A small crimson step toward rediscovering your strength. Part 4. The Soft Mirror Skin. Health and Radiance. There comes a day when the reflection in the mirror feels unfamiliar. Not sad, not frightening, just different. Lines deepen, colors fade, and the skin begins to speak a quieter language. But what it often says is this: "Nourish me from the inside." While no drink can erase years and it shouldn't beet juice offers gentle care beneath the surface. Its rich red color comes from betalains, powerful antioxidants that help calm inflammation and protect skin cells from damage. That means fewer flare-ups, less puffiness, and a more even tone. It's also full of vitamin C, which helps your body produce collagen, keeping skin supple and slowing the appearance of fine lines. And let's not forget hydration. With high water content, beet juice supports moisture from within, giving the skin a natural, healthy glow. One of my patients, Joan, once told me, "I'm not looking to be young. I just want to feel like me again when I wash my face." And that's exactly what this is about. Not vanity, but self-recognition. When skin is nourished from the inside, it feels calmer, stronger, more alive. You start reaching for the mirror again, not to fix what's wrong, but to acknowledge what's still beautifully yours. So take a sip. Let it reach your cells. Let your skin breathe again. Part 5. Clearing the clutter liver. Detox and metabolism. Your liver doesn't complain. It doesn't throb or ache. It just works day in, day out, quietly sorting, filtering, and cleaning up everything you put into your body. But even the most dependable worker gets tired. As we age, our liver's ability to filter toxins and process fats can slow down. You might not notice it at first, maybe just some bloating after meals, or a heavy feeling in the belly. But inside, your liver might be quietly waving a white flag, asking for a little kindness. Beet juice contains a compound called betaine, a gentle helper for the liver. It supports detoxification by helping your liver break down and eliminate waste more efficiently. It also helps reduce fat buildup in liver tissue, a condition that's surprisingly common, even in people who never drink alcohol. Improved liver function means better digestion, more balanced energy, and clearer skin. Think of it as uncluttering a crowded room. Suddenly everything flows better. I had a patient once, quiet and reserved, who told me she never really thought about her liver. But after a few weeks of drinking beet juice, her digestion improved and her afternoon fatigue lifted. She smiled and said, "I feel lighter, and I didn't even know I felt heavy." You don't have to do a cleanse or fast. Just add something gentle, something that honors the hard work your body has done for you. Let beet juice be your liver's quiet ally. Part 6. Soothing the fire. Inflammation and joint relief. Some mornings, the body speaks before we even open our eyes. A stiffness in the knees, a dull ache in the hands, a pause before rising from bed, not because we're tired, but because something deeper is resisting motion. This is inflammation. Not the kind from a scraped knee, but a quiet fire that lives in the joints, the muscles, even the blood vessels. And over time, it steals comfort, mobility, and joy. Beet juice brings with it a natural ally, betalains. These deeply pigmented antioxidants help reduce inflammation throughout the body. They work on a cellular level, calming the immune response that can otherwise turn against your own tissues. For those living with arthritis or even just general stiffness, this anti-inflammatory support can feel like a soft hand on a tense shoulder. Nothing dramatic, just a little more ease. One of my patients, Michael, a retired teacher, told me he started drinking beet juice not expecting much, but after 2 weeks, he noticed something subtle. Tying his shoes didn't hurt like it used to. That small moment changed his whole morning. Left untreated, chronic inflammation can also affect the heart, brain, and metabolism. It's not just discomfort, it's a slow erosion. So if your joints feel inflamed or your body feels inflamed, consider this your invitation to cool the fire. Not with pills alone, but with food that heals. Let beet juice be part of your comfort. Part 7. Lightening the core digestive health and gut support. There's a heaviness that doesn't show up on the scale. It's the kind that settles in your stomach after meals, in the form of bloating, sluggish digestion, or that uncomfortable sense of something's just not moving right. For many older adults, digestion slowly becomes more fragile. The gut gets less efficient. Bowel movements change, and what used to feel automatic now feels like something you have to think about. This is where beet juice can offer a quiet, natural form of support. Beets are rich in dietary fiber and a compound called betaine. Fiber helps keep everything moving gently, regularly, without the harsh push of laxatives. Betaine, meanwhile, supports bile production in the liver, which helps the body break down fats and absorb nutrients more effectively. Together, they help restore rhythm, not just in digestion, but in how you feel after eating lighter, clearer, more comfortable in your own skin. I remember a widowed gentleman named Carl who once told me, "I haven't felt truly empty in weeks." We added beet juice to his morning routine. A week later, he called to say, "It's the first time in months I haven't felt bloated." For him, it wasn't just relief, it was a return to normalcy. If your gut has been quiet in all the wrong ways, consider this a gentle nudge. You deserve digestion that works with you, not against you. Let beet juice help bring back that balance. Part 8. Strength from within immune system and resilience. You don't always notice when your immune system is working. No applause, no alarm, just quiet victories as your body fights off colds, repairs cells, and keeps you safe. But as the years go by, that shield begins to thin, recovery takes longer, small infections linger, and sometimes it feels like your body is just a little more vulnerable than it used to be. That's where nourishment matters more than ever. Beet juice offers gentle reinforcement. It contains vitamin C to support the production of white blood cells, your body's first responders. It carries iron, which helps oxygen travel efficiently in your blood, and magnesium, which supports countless immune functions behind the scenes. More than any one nutrient, though, it's the overall effect: better circulation, improved detoxification, and stronger cellular defense. It's like patching the roof before the next storm, not during it. I once had a patient, Ellen, who always powered through her seasonal colds until they started lasting weeks. We didn't just treat the symptoms, we focused on strengthening her from the inside. Beet juice became part of her morning. That winter, fewer sick days, a steadier, more resilient rhythm. You may not see your immune system at work, but you can feel when it's supported. So if your body's been asking for a little more strength lately, consider beet juice as one quiet way to say I've still got you. Part 9. Protecting the quiet places. Cellular defense and cancer risk. Most of the time, the battles in our bodies go unseen. They happen deep in our cells, small skirmishes against damage, mutation, and slow decline. As we grow older, those cellular defenses begin to wear thin. Years of stress, toxins, and inflammation add up. And while we can't control everything, we can choose to support our cells in the fight. Beet juice is rich in compounds called betalains, deep red pigments with powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. These help neutralize free radicals, those unstable molecules that damage DNA and, over time, increase the risk of cancer. It's not a cure, but it's a kind of armor. Beets also contain fiber, which supports colon health by sweeping away toxins and promoting regular elimination. And nutrients like vitamin C and manganese help strengthen the immune system's ability to detect and destroy abnormal cells before they become dangerous. I remember a patient whose mother had died of colon cancer. He wasn't looking for guarantees, just ways to feel less helpless. We added beet juice to his daily routine. It's not about fear, he told me later. It's about choosing to care for what I still have. That choice quiet. Deliberate is one of the most powerful forms of prevention we have. You may never see the work beet juice is doing at the cellular level, but your cells will feel it. And sometimes, that quiet protection is enough to change the course ahead. Part 10. For the next generation pregnancy. Circulation and gentle wisdom. Sometimes, the reasons we care for our health extend beyond ourselves. We think about our daughters, our granddaughters, the ones just beginning their journeys into motherhood. And in those tender seasons of pregnancy, the body works overtime. The heart pumps harder. The blood carries more. The liver and kidneys take on a greater load. It's a beautiful orchestration, but also a vulnerable time. Beet juice, when consumed in moderation and with guidance, may offer gentle support for expecting mothers. It's rich in folate, a B vitamin essential for fetal brain and spine development. It helps reduce the risk of neural tube defects and supports healthy cell growth. The natural nitrates in beet juice can also help improve circulation, easing the strain on a mother's heart and reducing swelling in her legs or feet. The iron content supports red blood cell production, helping to prevent anemia, a common concern during pregnancy. And for those expecting mothers dealing with fatigue, beet juice offers a caffeine-free, nutrient-dense boost of clean energy. Of course, no one drink is a miracle, and any expectant mother should speak with her doctor first. But when used wisely, this humble root can become part of a legacy of nourishment, of care, of choosing foods that give more than they take. So if you have a young woman in your life who's growing life inside her, offer her more than advice. Offer her understanding, compassion, and maybe a glass of beet juice. Maybe, after everything we've talked about blood pressure, memory, fatigue, digestion, you're wondering, can something as simple as beet juice really make that much of a difference? My answer is this. Sometimes it's not about the beet juice at all. It's about what it represents. A quiet act of care. A moment in the morning when you pause and say, I'm still here. I'm still worth tending to. It's the shift from treating your body like a machine to treating it like a garden needing nourishment. Attention. Rest. Beet juice won't change your life overnight, but it might soften your mornings. It might help your knees move with more grace. It might give your thoughts a little more clarity, or your breath a little more space. And those small things, they add up. You don't need perfection. You don't need to overhaul your diet or become someone new. You just need to return gently, steadily to the parts of you that still long to feel alive. So take it slow. Try a few sips in the morning. Notice how you feel. And if it brings even a touch of ease to your day, then it's already done something good. If this video has spoken to you, share it with someone you love. Leave a comment below what's one small thing you do to care for your health each day, and if you haven't yet, subscribe. Not for the channel, but for yourself. For the quiet promise that you're still showing up, one gentle habit at a time.